Calaroga Shark Media.
Jimmy Fallon joked it was a tense day for former President Trump. He spent all day wondering if he won New Hampshire or if the vote was rigged. Jimmy Kimmel said that voters had a tough choice between the woman who would become their party's first ever female nominee for president or the first guy on trial for defamation related to sexual assault. Stephen Colbert pointed out Haley ended up sweeping the Dixville Notch primary, winning all 6 votes. Yeah, now, 6 votes might not sound like a lot, unless you're Ron DeSantis. And Seth Meyers reminded us that now diner customers can go back to eating their meals in peace. Tuesday in New Hampshire was like watching a rerun of your favorite show. You know how it's going to end, but you watch anyway. Donald Trump clinched the Republican primary, making Nikki Haley's campaign look like it's running on fumes. Trump, with his usual flair, called Haley an impostor. And see miffed she's still in the race, saying, "I don't get too angry, I get even." Here's the scoop. Trump's leading with 55% to Haley's 44%, making this his victory lap after Iowa. Haley, playing the underdog, isn't throwing in the towel just yet, insisting, "This race is far from over." Sounds like wishful thinking when you're that far behind. New Hampshire should have been Haley's playground, but it turns out not so much. Early exit polls showed a mix of voters, with many not even registered Republicans. Haley's support mainly came from the middle, but let's face it, that middle isn't exactly a powerhouse in other states. Trump, meanwhile, might need to do some serious charm work. Nearly half of Haley's voters were basically holding their noses while voting for her, which says a lot about the Trump fatigue in the GOP. Now, about those exit polls, fewer New Hampshire voters are election deniers compared to Iowa, and most oppose a federal abortion ban. As for Trump's legal woes, 42% say a conviction would make him unfit for the presidency. A recent Wall Street Journal poll revealed that while Trump is ahead of Biden in a direct matchup, his prospects dip if he's convicted of a felony, with Trump at 45% compared to Biden's 46%. Haley's sticking around, but it's like she's waiting for a miracle. Her pitch? Betting on a Trump nomination is like handing the win to Biden and Harris. She's also throwing shade at Trump's age, calling out his senior moments. On the other side, Biden's making waves without even trying. With about 64% of the votes counted, it turns out that write-in candidates, and let's be real, mostly Biden, snagged about 73% of the vote. Trailing behind, Dean Phillips grabbed about 21%, and self-help guru Marianne Williamson floated at around 4% in what's probably the most offbeat primary New Hampshire's ever seen. The twist? These results are about as official as my aunt's world-famous lasagna recipe. The Democratic Party gave New Hampshire's first-in-the-nation status to South Carolina, so no delegates for New Hampshire this time. New Hampshire Democrats, though, are putting on a brave face, claiming their Biden bonanza will shake up the race, official or not. New Hampshire Democratic Party Chair Ray Buckley boasted, "Once again, New Hampshire's first-in-the-nation primary made history, and we are proud as ever," adding a thank you to Phillips and Williamson for their robust campaign effort. It's kind of like getting a participation trophy nice, but not the big win. Back in a minute to tell you about Judge Judy. Although it didn't seem to help much, Nikki Haley got the endorsement of Judge Judy. Haley said, "Those are the endorsements that matter. The ones where they're going to tell you the truth even if you don't want to hear it, and they are going to tell you why, and it's a combination of brains and heart." Judy, not one to shy away from a good jab, quipped while introducing Haley, "I'm not here necessarily to bash the competition, although I am perfectly capable of doing that." Cue the laughter. Judge Judy, who backed Bloomberg in 2020, told Deadline, "I saw the country going in a bad direction. People started to be hostile towards each other. So I felt as if I had to get involved. There are those who say, who cares what a celebrity thinks about anything? Well, I have an opinion. And just because I have celebrity doesn't mean that I should keep my opinion to myself." On the possibility of a Trump versus Biden rematch, Judy suggested a nose clip might be in order, though she didn't reveal her voting plans. At the rally, one fan, Emma Capley, 25, was there more for Judge Judy than politics, saying, "Screw the politics, we're here for Judge Judy." Despite voting for Biden, she's got doubts, especially about his age. Meanwhile, Trump continues to draw crowds, legal drama and all. Judy thinks Trump's playing the victim card just right, saying he's going to energize his base by making himself a victim. It's working for him. She steered clear of bashing Trump or Biden at the rally, instead saying, "We've already seen what these two presidencies look like. I do know people, and this woman is the real deal." Right after Ron DeSantis dropped his presidential bid bombshell, California's own governor, Gavin Newsom, couldn't resist a cheeky jab on Twitter, quipping "fire sale on all Ron DeSantis merch today." Newsom's back and forth with DeSantis has been almost as popcorn-worthy as Trump's, despite Newsom not even being in the running. Senator John Fetterman of Pennsylvania couldn't help but comment on DeSantis' Disney debacle, tweeting with a touch of The Wire flair, "You come at the king, you best not miss," alongside a picture of Mickey Mouse. DeSantis had earlier accused Disney of backing the sexualization of children, a charge linked to Disney's opposition to Florida's controversial parental rights bill, known to its critics as the Don't Say Gay law. This spat escalated to DeSantis pushing to revoke Disney's special district status, sparking a legal showdown. The Good Liars, a comedy duo, shared a snap from their Iowa stunt where they awarded DeSantis a participation trophy. Seth Meyers joked, "Florida Governor Ron DeSantis announced that he was suspending his presidential campaign, and this only a few days after Iowa announced it." Jimmy Kimmel went with, "It's estimated that Ron DeSantis spent $2,263 per vote he got. It literally would have been cheaper to buy each of his supporters a Peloton bike." Jimmy added, "So now the field has been narrowed down to Nikki Haley and nobody else, living every woman's nightmare, being left alone with Donald Trump." Remember that the world of politics is ever evolving, and we're here to help you navigate through its twists and turns. Join us next time for more insightful discussions, sharp analysis, and a touch of humor to lighten the mood. Don't forget to follow and leave us a review if you enjoyed the show. Until our paths cross again in the ballot box of discussion, keep questioning, keep debating, and most importantly, stay informed.